Howdy guys, and welcome back to another part of Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. In the last part we collected the Moonstone and the Sunstone from Schwank Fortress, and we have made our way to the entrance to Hooktails Castle. In this part we will go through this pipe and we will enter and start exploring Hooktails Castle. So we're going to go ahead and enter through the pipe, and we're going to go ahead and make our way in here to the back, and we're going to enter through the first corridor. There's a save block, and if you notice, we progress through the thing. We got our introduction to Hooktails Castle. Nice and dark and ominous, but as we can see, the bridge is out. Oh man, Hooktail Castle. The stories were all true. This place is terrifying. As you can see, the bridge is out, and there is nothing we can do to get across, so we're going to go ahead and have to head back and use that spring we saw in the previous room. If we use the spring, we head up here, and we can see there's a life block. I just wasted 6 coins. But we go ahead and head back here, we go through the thing, and Koops will follow us, and we see an airplane platform. We use this, and we can traverse across the gap where the bridge is broken. And now we can make our way into Hooktail Castle proper. This is now our first introduction to our very first dungeon in the game. This is one of the most favorite places in the game. It really introduces this game nicely. If you want to get back, the same is available on the opposite side. You can go up the stairs, and there is a plane platform allowing you to head back. But we're going to go ahead and continue forward. As you can see, there's lots of Paracoopas. There is also item blocks scattered throughout here. We get the Power Bounce badge. This badge allows you to jump on the enemies over and over again until you miss an action command. Later on in the game, this badge can be immensely powerful, as it can allow you to do massive damage to enemies, as long as you're good at hitting those action commands, which we all know I'm not. Oh no! These bones, they remind me of my father. There's no doubt about it. It is my father. Dad! Wait, what's this? Mario, my father's clutching at some kind of letter, or at least, his bones are. So, what should I do? Should I read it? Yeah, read it. Okay, I can do this. I'll read it. Ahem. I came to this castle to destroy Hooktail, but I am stuck and can go no further. So in this letter, I shall note Hooktail's weaknesses for those who follow. The dreaded Hooktail cannot tolerate creatures who begin with R and end with Ickit. That's pretty complicated. Hidden somewhere in this castle is an item related to Hooktail's weakness. If one is to have any hope of defeating Hooktail, one must first find that item. One last thing. If faced with ultimate doom, the fiend will use any trick to save itself. If you hope to defeat it, do not give in to your kinder nature and fall for its tricks. Alas, I do not have the strength to continue writing. Already mist veils my eyes. My last words go to my son, Colorado. I love you, and I'm proud of who you become. Huh? My son, Colorado? Not Koops? Oh, oops. Yeah, I guess this isn't my father after all. But if it isn't my father, I wonder if that pile of bones over there is my dad. Could be Koops. So, after that letter, we're going to go ahead and continue on, and we see all these dry bones on the floor. We see the one in blue that he thought was his father, and we see this one over here that's pink. If we talk to it, it comes... Blarf, arf, arf, arf. You clearly don't value your lives if you come to this castle to disturb us. You will go no farther, and from this moment on, you will be nothing but bones. And they do the swarming mechanic that they love so much. Now, it is possible, once they give us free control, to just jump through these. But the best tactic is just use your hammer. You're going to experience a little bit of slowdown if you're using an emulator, not the original GameCube. But all you have to do is work your way to the front and collide with him. And that will begin the battle with this Dry Bones. He is... If we switch to Koops, we can use our Power Shell. He is a Red Bones. The Dull Bones are the first time we face these guys. If you defeat them, after several turns, they come back to life. So the only way to defeat them is to defeat the Red Bones in the middle, ending the fight. So we're going to go ahead and use his Power Shell. Just release it like that. And we do 1 damage, and we defeat all of the Dry Bones. So now we can go over here and use Power Smash on the Red Bones. Try to get some damage done on him. We do a nice 3 damage. And we block it. Now, see, he has 1 defense, as the thing did not attack him at all. One of his abilities is to summon more Dry Bones, but that's easily solvable with a Shell Toss. However, you can see Koops does 1 damage. It would normally do 2 because Dry Bones have defense. So again, we're going to come at him with the power smash, because our regular hammer, we would have to do the action command and we would still only do 1 damage. We can do 3 with that, and he is defeated, giving us 34 star points and a level up. For our second level up, I've already increased flower power, and you can see I haven't ran out of it yet, so I'm going to go ahead and bump up our HP, as the boss of this fight, the boss of this area, can do several attacks that do a lot of health damage. So I want to go ahead and do that. As you can see, all the dry bones are now running away, and we are free to continue onward. As we enter this room, you can see that several of the dry bones now come to life. We can go right here, and we can collect our first Shine Sprite. If you remember, back in Rogueport, Merlin will upgrade our partners, giving them attack and an increased new move if we give him a Shine Sprite. So what we want to do is go ahead and go up here, and drop down to this thing, and hit this purple barrel. That will allow us to climb up here. Go like this. And bam, hit this away. With that away, we can go ahead and go like this. And we can drop down here again, and we can send Koops off, holding the button as we do. Coming back over here. And we let Koops go. This will allow us to come up here. Now, you can come over here, and you can collect the star piece. So, after that, we're going to go ahead and want to head back down here. And we're going to want to use hit Koops again to hit this red button. It will flip the stairs around, allowing us to access this other side. Now, what is over here? Come over here, and a key. Our first castle key for the area. Again, because we can't get back up there, we're going to want to use Koops a second time. Flip the stairs back over. And now we can use the castle key we just acquired to head through the door. And it's now unlocked, and we will progress further in. Now that we are in this area, we'll want to go ahead and head further on to the right and not go up for the time, because there will just be a locked door up there that we can do nothing about. Go ahead and fight this Paragoomba to clear out the enemy in this room, so that we can show the fight with the 2 Paracoopas. Take him out. Now, in this fight, Koops is not going to be much help, because they're both in the air. His Shell Toss will do nothing. We can, however, now use his Shell Toss. And we can do 1 damage to him. Now, that is our first example of an enemy using an item in battle. When they use items in battle, just like you, it takes the exact same effect that it would to you. It's good if you can defeat them, because then they'll have a chance to drop the item for yourself and you can claim it without having to worry about them using it. I'm going to go ahead and use a Fire Flower on him to deal 3 damage, and then a Shell Toss to finish off this Koopa. He will then get... Oop, here goes a roulette, although this will do nothing, because if you see, it's going for the 3rd star power, but we're full on star power. We got nothing. The added benefit to that is if you do manage to hit the roulette, it will fill your audience up all the way. At our current level, we are a C or D list star. I will check after this battle. And that gives us an audience limit of 50. If we had a higher rank, a B, A, and S rank star, you can have up to 50, 100, and 150 people. See, we are a rising star. We can get C-list star, B, and further. We can go ahead and use Koops right here to do that. Sneak around this dry bones. And once we let Koops go, we can open up and progress into here. However, now, you notice we're trapped. So, we're going to go ahead and have to talk to this chest. But before we do... we know the drill. Where there is a chest, there is going to be a key. So we want to go ahead and progress seamlessly into the room. Note that crack on the wall for later. Progress into this room and open this up. This will give us the black key. A strange black key, but what could it be for? Now the spikes go up, he looks up, and we are going to be crushed. A timer will begin. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Come on, run! And we will begin running through this maze. It's not that much of a maze if you've done it so many times. You just head to the side, head up. Oh, I say that, then I mess up. Twice! Ooh, you guys better pretend you're on my side. We head through here, and we finish the maze with 30 seconds. If you let it come down, it will crush you and give you an instant game over. That's no good, because I haven't saved since the entrance to Petal Meadows, so we'd have to go through Hooktail all over again. Gotta shake it off. Whew. Okay, we got the keys. Let's go open that spooky chest. Hey, he already knows the plan, even though we haven't talked to him yet. So, what the heck? Hey, guest, it's been a long time since anyone came here. A real long time. Huh? You heard me? Wow! Wait a sec, if you can hear me my voice, you must be the legendary hero or something. Or not. To be honest, I'm sure anyone with ears can hear me. But it sure is fun zinging people with that whole legendary hero bit. Hey, but seriously, folks, I was wondering if you could let me out of this chest. I've been locked in it here so long I'm starting to cramp up like you wouldn't believe. All you have to do is find the key and let me out. Easy. Huh? What do you mean? You think you'll be cursed if you open the box? Ridiculous! Who would do that, really? Wait in a box and curse folks? A real slime ball, that's who. But I'm not a real slime ball, and I would do no such thing. That should be obvious. Mario's thinking about it. Look, if you help me out, maybe I'll help you out. You know, a little I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Except in reverse order. Because we're doing it first. Of course, you really don't have to if you don't want to. Like, finding a black key is hard. Really, we have to help him, because we're trapped behind those bars. So hopefully, it gives us a power that we can use to get out. Hey there, boy, am I so glad you found that key. Unbelievable. Wee! Fools! Why, only the most idiotic, puddle-brained dolt would fall for a scheme like that. The castle's traps prevent anyone who entered this place from ever leaving it. No matter which path you take, you're fated to waste away to a slow, painful end. But wait, there's more to this great deal. I'll throw in a free curse, no charge. Oogly boogly boo. Wee-hee-hee-hee, now you're cursed, doofus. It serves you right. This curse is more cursedly curse-worthy than any curse that's ever cursed you. For this curse makes you like a piece of paper when you hold and press R. Wee-hee-hee, what a curse. Who curses like me? No one. Now I shall show you just how frightful a curse it is. Go on, press and hold R. Press and hold R now. And it automatically brings us back out. Wee! Just take a look at yourself. How embarrassing for you. Eat a sandwich, skinny. Haha. Do you understand what this curse means for you? Yes, we do. Then farewell, you dumbbells. Wee! And no dialogue afterward, but we are now given the ability to escape. And now, all those things you saw behind locked doors, we can now click the attack FX R, changes the sound effects of Mario's attacks. That badge is going to be a free badge. It will not cost us BP to attack, but if we click it and use it, do you hear it? It sounds weird. What could that be? We're going to go and turn that off for now, but remember what they said about the letter. That could come in use later. I'm going to go ahead and head on through here. And now that we've gained our power, we do remember that there was a key further back in this past room. So we're going to go ahead and head back here, and we're going to avoid all these dry bones and avoid the Paracoopas in the next room, because combat is no fun. See that key right there? Luckily, this bar only has them up, and we can squeeze through. We want to be stylish. We can use coops. We're going to go and then go back to paper, and we're going to squeeze through, and we're going to head back up to that room with the giant block you saw before. We now head back here, avoiding all these nasty dry bones, and back up these stairs. We don't have to mess with any of the blocks because we've already opened the path. We can now head up here. We're going to want to stand on this side and get coops like that. You could do it this way. And we get all the way up to this level now. Now we can head up these stairs, and this is what we would have ran into previously. So we can use the castle key to escape. Just to quench your excitement. Right now, there's an item up there, but we cannot collect it. Maybe there's another block that we can use to get that platform, but we'll figure that out later. We now reach another health thing. I will not use it because I'm only missing 2 health, and we can hit this. Or I can use my hammer. it will shred away the covers that were protecting it. And you can see out that window right there, there's a star piece out there. So what we want to do is use Koops, hit the lever, and it will do the same thing. But you can see that open window right there. Now this is something I never thought of as a kid. I never realized you could do this, and I missed so many shine sprites. They're star pieces. We collect the star piece. We can now go left because there's nothing, and we can go here, allowing us another room. We can go ahead and continue on to the left, and we are now in this room, and we have to fight a dry bones because I am bad at avoiding people. Luckily, power shell. It's nice and easy. And they are defeated. At this level, they give us 6 star points, which is a good bit for them. I will be going back again and fighting some off-screen, just to get a little bit more experience. If I do, I will definitely let you know, though. So don't be worried about if I come out a level or 2 ahead of you, because I will definitely inform you of it. We can see a life shroom down there, so we're going to want to go ahead and fight the dry bones, I guess. Ooh, this one has a spiny Goomba. Luckily, again, it is no match for Koops' power shell. Easily defeated. Plus, he had a health mushroom, which we now have a chance to receive the health mushroom when he is defeated. And we do not get it. It's okay, though, because we drop down here and we collect our first life shroom. Restores 10 HP when Mario or his partner falls. One of the best items in the game, without a doubt. If you accidentally mess up and don't avoid a big deadly attack, this will bring you back with 10 HP without you having to worry about it. So we're going to go ahead and head up here and head to the left. And we have entered this room. What? Huh? Oh my, who's this handsome piece of cheese? I can't believe there are other thieves here besides me. How very strange. Hey, who are you? Me? Why, I'm Miss Mouse, the globe-trotting thief. Heard of me, sweetie? I've heard there were rare and valuable badges here in this castle. That's why I'm here. But the real question is, why are people like you roaming in such a rundown place? Well, you see, we're here to beat Hooktail and get the, Crystal Star. So, don't think we'll let you get the Crystal Star first, no matter how cute you are. Aw, Koops. Crystal Star, you say? I didn't know such a thing like that was hidden in this castle. Sounds intriguing. Perhaps I just heard something you didn't want me to wouldn't want me hearing. Darn! Oh, but that's okay. I mean, you were looking for the Crystal Star first. And I already found the badge I was after, so I'll let you get your Crystal Star. I wonder what badge she got. Maybe it's powerful. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? And another kiss for Mario. It means that I must say bye-bye now. Bye-bye for now, Mr. Cutie. I know, it's sad. We just met and already it's time to say farewell. Alas. Oh my, you're so bold. Is that legal? Oh, and I almost forgot. I have a little secret to share with you. Somewhere in this castle is a badge that'll help you best Hooktail, or so I've heard. I don't know what kind of badge it is. Maybe you found it already. Maybe not. If you're going to fight Hooktail, I'd recommend finding that badge first. Well, take care, handsome mustache man, and let's get together soon. I wonder what her story is. I bet it's an interesting one, full of romance. Aw, Koops, you're infatuated. Go and collect here. We have a free mushroom. We have a castle key that will help us get back to the right. And we have a honey syrup. So the basic recovery items, a shine sprite, we now have 2 out of 3, and the castle key that will let us progress to the right. So we use the castle key, and we now go through this door here. We're going to go and want to head on further to the right, avoiding all the enemies, because fighting is no fun. And we now reach another puzzle room. I'm going to defeat this dry bones right here. Oh, I'm not going to get the first attack, though. So, I'm going to go ahead and use the power shell, because that will do 1 damage to them. And we can now come back. Oh, we're going to run out of items. So, we want to use this power block. Trying to make the fights quickly here. That will also knock them onto their back, so you see, they struggle, they each take 1 damage, and they are defeated, giving us 12 star points, a sizable chunk. Now, we want to defeat him down here because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff down this little platform. Go ahead and pick up our coins. We want to bring that down, and you can see that lowers right there. So we want to go ahead and send Koops off, leave him here in Hooktail Castle by himself for the rest of his life, and we are left up here on this long, skinny platform. As you can see, there is a star piece over there that I will be grabbing because we can see it. If we head all the way to the left here, however, there is nothing. So we want to go ahead and use this. Come through here. Again, squeeze through again. And we want to run directly to the right. If we move all the way to the right, we can pick up this star piece. Again, we want to head back. Because he's paper, he can walk on such a thin platform. We can go around here and use this. We want to scoot all the way to the front because I have missed this before many times. So you want to go like this, and bang. Now we're up here, and we can continue on. We have now reached another staircase. We see this, and we let that go. I do wonder where that went. It's a castle key. So we want to go ahead and head back here and head up these stairs. And we have a bigger door and our third Shine Sprite. Now we have 3. When we get back to Rogueport, this will allow us to upgrade one of our partners up to the next level. How exciting. We have now reached this long platform. We're going to want to continue on to the right here, and we get struck first by this Paracoopa. I want to go ahead and block his health, and I'm going to go ahead and use Sweet Treat because you can see they have a Koopa Shell, which gives them increased defense, and a Dizzy Dial, which makes us dizzy, which makes our attacks less likely to hit. I do believe it is a 30% or so decrease in your ability to hit. All I'm going for here is Star Power. We're almost full health, so I really don't mind about the thing. Oh, avoid that. Get the Star Power. Nice. Oh, there we go. 8 Star Power and back up to full health. That will allow really nothing for Koops' point because we don't have anything to do. So we're going to go ahead and swap partner back to Goombella. He is going to use that to increase his defense to 3. He is basically invincible, and he immediately uses the Dizzy Dial, which makes us dizzy. Very unfortunate, because now our attacks might miss. So we don't want to bother using a flower attack because we can miss like that, and it will waste our flower power. We're going to go ahead and use a Tattle on her because Tattle cannot miss. A Koopa Paratroopa. Well, it's basically a Koopa Troopa with wings. Max HP is 4, attack is 2, and defense is 1. I kinda hate these guys get to fly. Of course, you could stomp on him and he'll plunge down and be a plain Koopa Troopa. Yeah, do that and he's ours. Stomp again and flip him, and his arms and legs are useless. Oops, sorry, that's not true. It looks like he can still wiggle them around a bit. He's basically useless. We want to go ahead and keep blocking their attacks. As you can see, I've been practicing defenses because I didn't want to die with you guys watching me. So we're going to go ahead and wait for his defense to expire. We missed again. We have one more attack, the same he does, and she misses too. It must be higher than 30%, or I'm just very unlucky. Both of those are equally true. I'm also very unlucky. Now we have no longer dizzy, so we can do damage, and he is no longer invincible. With a defense of 4, there is not much we can do to him. Now that he's on the ground, we can deal damage with her and block. Something I haven't mentioned up to this point, if you press B right as they attack you, it's a much stricter timing than the defense. You can do a super counter, allowing for you to deal increased damage, or 1 damage to the enemy when they attack you. So you could technically go through this whole game without ever taking damage once, because you have the ability to super counter. Actually, there are some attacks that deal more damage than defense you could possibly have, so I guess not. But if you can super counter, we can reduce a lot of your damage. Ooh, getting real lucky with those ticks. I'm going to go ahead and get that, so he's knocked over on his side, and we want to use Head Bonk to do another damage to him. Go ahead and block his attack. I will go for trying a super counter because I am best at it on the Koopa Troopas, because they have their most predictable attack patterns. Besides maybe a Fuzzy, but that's only because I've fought Fuzzies for so long. I say that and I miss. Don't take your advice from me. I deal a damage, and they are now both useless. With Goombella, we can defeat him, gaining us a little bit more star points, and he is now ours. We're going to go ahead and use a Power Smash because there's going to be a health recovery block coming up soon. I think you can probably take a guess why if you've played video games before. Alright, he is defeated, and he dropped the Dizzy Dial used in battle. I will avoid this Koopa Troopa and head on further up here. I'm going to get Koops back out because he's my main man. We're going to go ahead and head now up this long spiraling tower. Does this look familiar? But don't get lulled into safety yet. Right as you reach the top of here, there will be a Goomba. I have ran into this Goomba, and it has killed me when I was a kid playing this game. Trust me, not fun. As you can see, it attacked me. I jumped on it when I had low health, so we're going to want to go ahead and... Oh, for the first time, we can see an enemy throwing an item. He threw us an earthquake. How useful. We're going to go ahead and actually jump on this paratroopa, bring him to the ground, and Koops will then use this earthquake. And you can watch this as another fun item gets to be used. It shakes, and bang, 5 damage to all of them. Oh, Koops also has a defense. As you can see, that didn't hurt us. Up to 77 star points. Nice. We defeated him as the last enemy before this big empty room. Can you take a guess at what that might be? We're going to go ahead and use this health block. We're going to go ahead and save, and this will be the end of this part. In the next part, we will be taking on the boss of this, Hooktail. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this part, and I'll see you next time.